All right, traders, for those of you who have been loyal subscribers to this channel, you are well aware in 2022, I posted a video teaching you a simple gap trading strategy that can make you a millionaire. I ended up making that same type of video about a week ago, and it has already worked multiple times. That trading strategy that I taught to people has created many millionaires. With that being said, in terms of my private organization of Trader Society, I ended up trading the exact trading plan that I posted on this channel last night. If you watched the video I posted last night, I made it very, very clear. If the SPY gaps up, which it did, you can see it opened up higher than it previously closed. I said within that video, it's likely going to have a bull trap and crash at $488, which was the exact highs of the day. And then I said, if the SPY gaps up, I'm expecting it to close very strong at the highs, and I'm planning to buy call options at my bear trap level, which is going to be 485.50. As you can see, in terms of this simple gap trading strategy, the gap close reversal, once the SPY went back to this previous closing price, it ended up bottoming at that exact price. And the 30-minute candle closed very strong, very green, very bullish trend reversal, and it ended up closing strong at the highs, exactly what I said. Now, there's some people who teach and provide analysis and create successful traders. But then there's other people who actually alert their trades in real time in trade. Within Trader Society, I alert all of my trades real time, and this organization is backed by many millionaires. We have people in here who are worth 8 figures. We have people in here who are worth over 9 figures, and a lot of them are following the trades that we make. With that being said, you could see right here at 2:04 p.m., I had clearly stated, let's buy 487 SPY calls at 17 cents. And I brought awareness to the pattern that SPY was having back-to-back gap close reversals. You see, this black line represents the gaps. And whenever SPY has been filling these gaps for 2 days in a row now, it's been having micro reversals. So I used the analysis within my video last night, and I told my team that I'm looking to hold till close. I literally told them, look, green days are a choice. So I said right here at 2:39 p.m., let's add to calls. And then at right here at 2:51 p.m., I said 487 is my target for today's close. 487.60 is possible. And then right here, I ended up buying another strike on top of the strike I already had. And I went with SPX. 4780 SPX calls at $2.70 a contract. As you can see, my current holdings were SPY 487 calls 20 cents and SPX 488 calls at $2.70. With that being said, I said my target has been upgraded to 487.80 today. At 2:58 p.m., I said my plan is to hold till close. I had a member within Trader Society said, when do you plan to exit? I said, dude, what's an exit strategy? I made it very, very clear that my plan is to hold till close. Because when you're buying far out of the money option contracts during a very volatile time, during power hour, and if they can close deep in the money in your favor, you can make an absolute fortune doing that. And in terms of these call options, I was adding on every dip. When they dipped to 15 cents, when they dipped to 16 cents, I just kept on adding to these contracts. And then I just kept on saying, man, let's buy more, let's add more, 15 cents, 16 cents. And then I said, I'm in so heavy. And then I said, let's hold till close. And then as you could see, in terms of this trade, I ended up making on my account today over $300,000 on this particular trade, man. So yeah, that's the power of buying far out of money option contracts during power hour and then holding until the close to sell deep in the money. So that's what I ended up doing today within Trader Society. You know, it just hits really fucking different when you're buying contracts at 270 and they go to 1500. When you're buying contracts at 15 cents and they go to over 100 on the day. You know, it's just pretty fucking wild. This company, Trader Society Enterprise LLC, I was charging like $400, $500 to join the program. And I ended up making more in a single hour today in 2024. That entire fucking company made me. So with that being said, I gave you guys all of the free knowledge. I gave you guys the free analysis. I give you guys so much. And I've asked for very, very fucking little. But at the end of the day, we can't find a single person that calls and does it like me. which is an absolute shame, man. I got to figure out how to teach these people better. You know, if they don't want to follow the fucking trades, I got to figure out how to create an exact clone of me. Because it's just an absolute fucking shame when you're giving out this analysis, but people aren't making the same type of trades. They're not holding to the same type of close. So that's my goal, man. My goal is to create the best traders that I can possibly create. I will continue to teach. I will continue to educate them. I will continue to make self-sufficient traders. I want to create the absolute best. It is very powerful and very enlightening to have an organization that is backed by multimillionaires, that is backed by people who have eight-figure net worths, that is backed by people who have nine-figure networks. I'm telling you, man, the market, it's not the most fair or friendly place. So I would suggest that you get educated and that you look for the right private organization. Me personally, I learned everything on my own. I'm self-taught. I didn't learn from other people. And I started my own private organization on my own. And then I started learning things from the people who would join the organization. It's very interesting, man. But the main mentor to me within the organization was G-Roar. He's the one who has helped me out the most. So with that being said, man, Trader Society will be reopening up within time. I've still been operating within the company and providing my real-time trade alerts despite it being closed. Like I told you guys, I have a lot of things going on and I'm currently involved in a secret society and I cannot speak on the people involved within this society because they choose to remain anonymous and to remain private. Not everyone puts their face out there, right? But with that being said, I will continue to teach. I will continue to trade, and I will continue to create the best private organization that I can possibly create, the Secret Trader Society. That's what it's turning into now. But yeah, man, I'm very proud of how far that I've come in my life and what I've done, man. It's just to get to this level of trading, I had to do so many different things. I had to cut off a lot of toxic people. I had to cut off a lot of negative people. I had to cut off a lot of people who were stabbing me in my back. I went through hell. I went through so much trauma, so much fucking bullshit, so much fucking pain. But in terms of what's on the other side of that, it's fucking gains. I'm telling you, that's what it is, man. It's fucking gains. All this bullshit that you go in through life, you convert it into fucking gains, and that's what's on the other side. It's fucking gains, man. You just got to figure out the puzzle. You got to figure out who's the right person to work with. You got to figure out that you got to focus and build yourself up. You got to bet on yourself, and you got to put the fucking work in, man. I'm telling you, me personally, taking a break from YouTube was the best decision that I made at the time. It made me a much better trader. And it made me very, very happy taking a break from this channel. But at the end of the day, I do have a business and that business needs to get promoted. So I've just been spending some time strategizing on how this business is going to get promoted. Because for those of you who are real loyal fans, you are well aware, I always told you, I am not a YouTuber. I was never a YouTuber. I post videos on this channel. I speak my fucking mind. I've never edited any of my videos. They're short, they're simple, they're quick, right? And with that being said, you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to repeat yourself and stuff like that. But that's just how it's always been. But I'm getting to a fucking point now in my career that I want a bigger reach. I want to help more people. I want to start helping beginners. I've noticed I've always been the one to attract more experienced traders. I want to start attracting beginners. I want to start helping more people. And I want a bigger reach. I've been through so much bullshit, so much fucking trauma, so much fucking betrayal, so much fucking backstabbing by so many fucking people. And karma came around, man. We had people within my organization who stabbed me in my fucking back. And they solicited a lot of my fucking customers and fucking scammed them. That's what they fucking did. And I warned my customers to not go with them. I fucking told them, stay the fuck away from that group. But they didn't want to listen to me. So with that being said, They ended up trading funded accounts. They switched to simulated fucking funded accounts. These fucking guys claiming to be big, hot fucking shots. Well, they were scalpers. And what ended up happening was I ended up changing my style because I wanted to learn how G-Roar was trading because he was buying far out of the money option contracts and selling deep in the money. So then I started to learn how to do that. And G-Roar has basically been the only type of mentor that I've actually had within the stock market. And I started learning his style of trading and I really began to master it on my own towards that power hour session. But it's just very interesting because these scalpers would bet against us because they're aiming for a small win. And we would end up holding for a bigger win because we're buying different contracts that are far out of the money, that are extremely cheap, that can go up multiple 100% profit returns. We're not selling for no 5-cent fucking gains. It's pretty wild. They kept betting against us and they kept losing fucking money, because the stock market, it's totally a fair place. It doesn't matter if you're in a private organization that's backed by people worth 8-9 figures. That doesn't matter at all. No, it's totally a fair fucking place. But anyways, they kept betting against us. And then we realized they blew up their fucking accounts. So they started trading on a simulated account. And then they started spreading all these fucking referral links, promoting simulated accounts so that when the person who buys the funded account from them, they blow up their account because 90% of the traders lose money. They keep buying the funded account and rebuying it because it's cheap and they don't have much money to trade with. And then the person with the affiliate link is making all this passive fucking income. It's like, dude, I would never do that in a day of my fucking life. When I blow up my fucking account, I disappear and I figure out how to make it all fucking back. Dude, I'm working with an option trader right now. I can't say his name. This fucking guy, he's younger than me. This fucking kid, he figured out how to turn $16 into hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's fucking unbelievable, man. The people I see, there's this one options trader, man. He figured out how to turn $16 into hundreds of thousands of dollars. And what he started doing was, I noticed, he started full porting every single fucking play. Every single fucking trade he make, he would full port. He put his entire fucking portfolio in. He said, I'm only risking $16 and I have a strategy where I'm hitting far out of the money contracts where I'm selling deep in the money. And then he also said, dude, I have a win streak. This guy said, dude, I'm a fucking genius. I had it fucking all. He started with fucking nothing. He flipped that shit to hundreds of fucking thousands of dollars. And now he's creating different strategies and doing all these fucking different things, man. It's just what I love about options is it gives you all the fucking options. But if you're on the wrong side of the fucking option, you might just go fucking broke, trade on a simulated account, and start teaching people how to trade on a simulated account. And then when all your clients are blowing up, they might start rebuying the simulated account because they're already paying to learn from you. It's an education, right? An education on blowing up your fucking funded account. And then the fucking CEOs of the company are laughing their fucking asses off there saying, dude, we figured out a way to educate traders and they're losing money. They're blowing up our accounts, but we're still in business because they pay us a monthly fee every single fucking month to learn from us. And when they blow up their account, they keep fucking refunding a new one and we keep getting a fucking commission. I'm like, wow, this is what the world is coming to? What a fucking crazy place, man. I'm like, dude, what's the fucking problem? You haven't figured out yet how to trade on a fucking TD Ameritrade account, think or swim? Oh my God, you know how much fucking volume? I'm moving over to TD fucking Ameritrade. Dude, we're trading tens of thousands of contracts every single fucking month. My commissions are more than my fucking, dude, my commissions are so fucking high. Like my fucking God, man, it's just like, it hits different when you do this shit for fucking real. But yeah, man, if you guys want to know what it truly takes to make it as a trader, I'll tell you. It takes fucking loss. You have to lose everything. You have to lose everything. You have to blow up your accounts. You have to go through a lot of fucking pain. You have to go through a lot of fucking trauma. You have to go through a lot of fucking bullshit. And if you have the fucking balls to put yourself out there on the fucking internet, oh my fucking God, dude, the shit I've been through, I've basically been through the bullshit that a celebrity goes through, but I'm not even a fucking celebrity. Now, in terms of my niche, I'm a little known in my niche. There's people who are famous within my niche. They know me and I talk to them. I'm a little well known in my niche, but I'm not a fucking celebrity. But people treat me like a fucking celebrity. And what comes with that? My fucking God. Fucking backstabbing, fucking trauma. And I'm like, fuck. I'm getting backstabbed. I'm going through all this fucking bullshit. I'm going through all this fucking trauma. All I'm trying to fucking do is help people, is fucking teach people, give them my real-time fucking trades. Because at the end of the day, look, I teach fucking people, but like I said, I teach them, but they just don't call the trades I call. So at the end of the day, that's why I learn my trades in real fucking time. It's like, dude, I could teach you everything I fucking know, but at the end of the day, I don't think you're going to be able to trade better than me. That's why I would challenge every single fucking person to a trade-off. If any company, if any business owner, if any trader wants to challenge me or anyone in my private organization to a trading challenge, I am open for friendly fucking competition. That is not an absolute problem. I am extremely confident that I have the most successful option trades in terms of the internet, in terms of what's available to this open internet that's not closed doors, that's not, exclusively private. I'm confident I got the best fucking options trades and I'm working with the fucking best options trader, G-War. So we've got the private organization, man. But it just hits fucking different when you get treated like a fucking celebrity, but you don't get fucking paid one. So I told myself, man, something's got to change. I got to make a fucking change. If I'm over here going through all the bullshit a fucking celebrity goes through, I need to take a fucking step back, and I need to start getting fucking paid, because this is fucking bullshit. My fucking company last year, dude, I didn't make shit off of that. If people think fucking a couple $100,000 is some money, that ain't no fucking money. The shit I do, dude, I have people in my fucking messages telling me, dude, you made me over $100,000 today. Guess how much money they gave me? $500 to join the fucking program? I didn't ask them for a fucking dime. I don't get no fucking tips. I don't get fucking shit from these fucking people. So, yeah, man, I made it very, very clear, if you watch my videos in October, that I was working on restructuring my business. And as I was restructuring my business, I did a lot of amazing things, man. I learned a whole new trading strategy with G-Roar. I learned how to buy far out of money option contracts and sell deep in the money. And we formed a whole nother company. There's now a second company within Trader Society. It's called Team Roar. And he trades and works within Team Roar. And he buys far out of money option contracts and sells deep in the money. And he has his own exclusive community. Mine is going to be reopening up within time. I've still been operating within the company. It just has not been available to the public. I have a lot of things to think about, and I'm working basically in a secret society. So the people that I'm working with, they don't want their names fucking mentioned. They don't want to be in these fucking videos. A lot of the people are kept anonymous. As a matter of fucking fact, my fucking company, the new ones that I started, these are not new companies that I've started, they're fucking private. You can't tell who owns the fucking company. But yeah, man, it's just, I've declined venture capital. I've declined working with Harvard professors, man. I had some crazy shit that happened to me in the past couple months, but it was truly life fucking changing. It ended up making me the best fucking trader in the highest fucking level that I've ever fucking seen myself. And in terms of the truth, taking a break from YouTube was actually a very positive experience for me and my mental health. I became a lot better as a trader. And since I wasn't posting YouTube videos, I had a lot of time, and it's like almost I transport and teleported into a different world that was completely private. I went full fucking private. It's crazy. When I took a break from YouTube, I quit social media. It's like when you break one habit, you break more habits automatically. It's almost as if you become what you do with your life. And some people don't even realize that. If you do one thing, it spreads to you automatically doing other things. So like I quit posting on YouTube, and then I quit fucking social media. And then within Trader Society, a whole nother fucking company was born. And then I started training with the fucking best, G-Roar. And I was learning a completely new fucking trading strategy. And now I have this shit mastered and cracked down to a fucking T during Power Hour. That's my bread and butter session. So I'm truly grateful to be able to have this organization that I've started. I'm truly grateful to be able to work with someone like G-Roar and to have learned from him. That has basically been my only type of mentor within Trader Society. And we do have some differences. We're not exactly the same. And we do have our, agreements to disagreements. It is what it is. Everyone has different styles and different beliefs in certain areas. But at the end of the day, that was someone who did have my back and who was loyal and who did teach me a lot, because not many people have taught me a lot. I'm very self-taught, but man, it's just this crazy experiment and this crazy experience of my life has led to truly many life-changing things. And I've helped a lot of people's lives, and I will continue to do so. It's just, you guys have to understand, man, my life now, it's like a fucking movie, and everything has fucking changed. With this new trading strategy where I'm buying far out of the money contracts, selling deep in the money, with the people that I'm now working with, and then cutting off toxic people, cutting off distractions, posting less on YouTube, being less on social media, all of these things have helped change me to get to the highest level that I can possibly be on. And I'm now truly beginning to understand what it takes. And I'm telling you, this social media stuff and posting on all this stuff, it's not the best, and it's not the most healthy thing to do for your mental health, to consume all this stuff, to post on social media. But at the end of the day, I am not just a trader. I do have companies, and someone does have to promote the company. So yeah, I did take some time off as well, because I had to realize all this stuff, and I had to create a master fucking plan on how I'm gonna do this. Because at the end of the day, man, I have to figure out how to promote these companies and how to make them very fucking successful, because I want my organization to grow. I want to continue to attract more successful people. And one thing I've realized is I'm very niche, and I've attracted, more experienced traders. I want to start attracting more beginners. I want to start appealing to more of the masses and attracting to more of the beginners. So that's just some of the things where I'm at. I can't speak on much that's going on, but basically I'm now involved in a secret fucking trader society. That's basically what it is, man. It's a secret fucking society. The employees within the society, they don't have to show their fucking names. They don't have to show their fucking faces. It's a private fucking company. You can't see who the fucking owners and the members of the fucking company are. It's all private. It's all fucking exclusive. Not everyone wants to put their face out there. And a lot of people have seen the things that I've been through, and they completely understand I completely understand where they're coming from. And yeah, you alert your trades real fucking time, and you show your fucking percentage gains. We don't give a shit about this whole, how much money you made today. We don't give a fuck. Dude, that game that I showed fucking today, that was just to stick it to all the fucking haters. You think I'm going to do that, show that shit? You think I'm going to show that shit every single fucking day? No. I'm very private. Wealth whispers for its fucking self. And like I said, we're very result-oriented driven, and that's what we do. We get our members fucking results. So if you don't want fucking results, don't join the company. If you don't want to become serious and become a self-sufficient trader, learn how to do this on your own, then don't join the company. It's just like I said, I could try my best to create self-sufficient traders. It's just at the end of the day, I've been doing this since 2008, 2009, changing up my strategies, doing different things, working with new people, doing different companies, doing different experience. I've been doing this since 2008, 2009. At the end of the day, based off of what I've been through my fucking experience, it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be a big fucking challenge to try to get someone to alert the trades that I went through. Because like I said, man, people look at me like I'm fucking crazy holding till the close. But me, I don't block my blessings anymore. If God gives me a blessing, I don't block it. I accept it. And I stick with my trading strategy, man. There's this movie, I forget the name of it. I think it's called Game Over or something. It's about the Roaring Kitty guy. This Roaring Kitty guy, he basically put in $50,000 into far out of the money leap option contracts. And at the peak, I think he put in like $50,000 or $100,000. And he was buying contracts that were 100 or 200% out of the money. You can look up the story. And at the peak, he turned, I think, like 50 grand into 50 million. And then he sold it for like 20 fucking million. And then he made a fucking fortune off the shares too. This fucking guy figured it out. And he's right. There is no fucking exit strategy. So I'm basically creating trading strategies where there is no fucking exit. Like I said, I figured out a trading strategy using the daily pattern. I told you yesterday, I said, look, if SPY has a gap up, the daily pattern says that the SPY is going to close strong at the highs. So if the SPY is going to close strong at the fucking highs, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy the fucking call options when it closes the gap towards the close. 2 p.m. is a prime time to buy calls for a bullish recovery when SPY is oversold and it closes the gap. That's why I was buying those before the candle was even flipped bullish like that. But once that candle closed super bullish, man, I just kept on adding all the fucking dips, man. It just made perfect sense that I was going to close strong at the highs with this daily pattern. So it's like, man, I have this daily pattern strategy that tells me when the SPY forms a daily candle, and it works with stocks too, that it's going to close strong at the highs or strong at the lows. So I'm going in with a thesis that it's going to close strong at the highs or strong at the lows. And then I use trading strategies that are stacked within my favor to confirm that it's going to repeat itself. And once I get those confirmations with my time, I know exactly what far out of the money option contracts that I can sell deep into the money because I have profit targets on where the stock is going to close into. And then when the trading strategy works, I make a fucking fortune. And then when it doesn't work, I sell for like a 50% loss, or sometimes they can go to fucking zero. But the point is, when it fucking hits, you make unlimited fucking profit potential. I've been in multiple trades this year alone where I made over 1,000% on. And what I'm telling you is, last year, and I've been around for quite some time, so I've seen this before, I was known for scalping, and I was known for making smaller wins at 30% on option contracts. I was not buying far out of the money contracts and selling deep in the money. I started doing that towards October when I shut down my company and when I was learning and working from GROAR. Now, with that being said, you need to understand that this is the best options trading strategy that you can possibly fucking think of. Because if you have a thesis that a stock is going to close strong in your favor, that means you could just hold it to the fucking close. You just need to understand the times to enter these contracts, what time to buy them, what contracts to select. That's what you need to understand. And that's where my trading strategies come into play. You know, there's this other trader who's using my trading strategy with the daily pattern. And he said, Will, it would be a brilliant idea if you were playing for the closing price and you got in towards the open and you went super far out and then you sold it at close. So instead of getting in towards power hour, you get in towards the open, which is a very volatile time for the market to set a trend day. And then you sell those, because it's going to try to have that strong close. In that situation, I've seen him go up 1,000 to 3,000%. He told me he did that this year. He made 3,000% on SPY calls using that daily pattern strategy. And that was on an analysis video that I fucking posted. And if you're probably wondering, well, Will, why didn't you buy the calls today at the open and use that strategy since you thought it was going to close strong and bullish at the open? Because I told you guys, the level was 485.50 and the level hit right before, an hour before power hour, which is fucking great because that's when all the contracts are cheap and theta decayed. That's one of your best possible situations. A strong close when a stock is oversold an hour or 2 hours before the market open, you're buying far out of the money, you sell deep in the money. What I'm telling you is this. I've been in trades last year during 2:30 p.m. during power hour. One of them was in New fucking York. And what I'm telling you is this. I've been in trades that went up 100x. I've been in SPY trades that I bought at 5 cents a contract. They went to over $120 a contract. I've been in these trades, but I was hanging around people who were fucking scalping, and I started becoming a fucking scalper. When G-War came around, I started becoming the fucking best. And then I went all fucking in on me, and then I realized, fuck, I got this. So with that being said, I'm gonna hit 50x and 100x fucking plays. We're not fucking around here. This is traders fucking society. If you think I can't hold till fucking close, dude, I told you. We're buying the contracts so fucking low, there is no exit strategy. We hold to the fucking close. Watch the fucking movie Roaring Kitty. The dude fucking figured out the Game Over movie on GameStop. Watch it. The guy figured it out on Leap Options. And then people wonder, dude, I had someone ask me in real life, dude, why the fuck aren't you whipping around in a fucking McLaren? I told him, dude, I'm using my money to trade fucking options. I'm going to invest some of it back into my company, but I'm saving a lot of my fucking money for when the market fucking crashes. And when the market fucking crashes, I'm buying far the money, Leap fucking options. I'm going to do the same fucking shit that guy did, man. I'm waiting for a big market crash. I've already made good money on Leaps. Don't get me wrong. I've taken advantage of this bull market in October. You watch my videos. I made a video on GameStop in jet fucking blue, and I told people to buy the lows on those Leaps. I had people tell me, dude, I made 150% on JetBlue Leaps. I made 200% on fucking GameStop Leaps. I was doing so much shit, man. I didn't even have time to fucking do YouTube. I said, man, this is a private world. I'm taking it fucking great. Life's fucking good. So with that being said, you better believe me. I'm going to hit those Leap options. And when I feel it's the best fucking time to do that, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up an investor society. I'm going to open up a Leap options company that is focused on investing into stocks and investing into Leaps. I am waiting for the market to have a massive pullback. I'm already making good money buying Leaps. I'm well aware it can continue to go fucking higher, right? But like I said, I'm already in cheap on some Leaps and I've already capitalized off of it. I'm doing fucking phenomenal on 0-day options. And I have so many fucking options and other seats to make money. It's not a fucking problem. But what I'm telling you is, I don't give a shit how fucking high this market fucking goes in terms of investing. I don't give a fuck. I am waiting for a massive pullback. I want 2 fucking brutal months, and when this fucking happens, I'm dropping my investing company. I am dropping Investors fucking Society. I'm dropping my fucking company, and we're going to invest into far out of the money Leap option contracts. You're going to see when it's time to invest, I'm going to be taking all this profit I make out daily on 0-day options. I'm going to move it into my fucking Leaps, and then those fucking 10x, man. This is a type of situation where if you play your cards right, you can make a fucking fortune by 2026. It's just to buy the Leap options and take advantage of these far out of money Leap options that can go up a fucking fortune. And it's just passive fucking holding, man. You just gradually add into these contracts and you can buy new strikes as well. It's a very strategic strategy. I've analyzed it for several months. But yeah, man, it's just a very strategic strategy. And I was also doing that in 2020. Anyone knows me in 2020. I told people to buy fucking Sava at $2 a share. It's on my fucking channel. I told them all in 2020 to buy Sava at $2. I told them all to buy fucking Din. I think it was at 20, it went to fucking 100. I told them all to buy fucking Zoom at $60 when the fucking CEO sold it, went to fucking $600 a share, I think. I told people to buy all these fucking stocks in 2020. Dude, I made so many fucking people rich off the fucking investments. In 2019, when I went on that TV show, the makeup artists asked me, and they were all asking me, what's the best stock to fucking buy? And I all told them Tesla. And Tesla was at 180 to 220 share at a time. And it went up over 10 fucking X. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm using my money to fucking invest. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting for that big fucking pullback. I have a very strategic plan. I'm not going to be covering in this video. It's private organization. I've already said too fucking much. But look, man, I'm involved in a secret fucking society. And life's a fucking movie now. Anyone who wants to bet against us, you're more than fucking welcome to you. We're going to fucking blow up your accounts at the speed of fucking light. Go ahead, bet against me. Because at the end of the day, I don't see anyone fucking trading like me. The only person I see trading similar to me is like G fucking Roar. But I don't see anyone making these fucking gains in Power Hour. And you mark my words, I'm going to hit a 50x to 100x fucking play during Power Hour. I'm already hitting 10x plays. And like I said, 2 to 3 p.m., I've seen SPX contracts go up 10,000% last year. And I was in the trades and I sold too fucking soon. This time, I understand. I have a strategy that works. I'm buying at the fucking lows. Why the fuck should I sell if I'm in at the lows? If I'm in at the lows and it's supposed to close in my favor, why the fuck wouldn't I just hold? Why the fuck would I sell? The only reason you would sell is if you're attached to the fucking dollar. And you need to lose so much fucking money in your fucking life that you just need to fucking realize you don't want fucking dollars. You don't want any of this fucking money. You don't want it. You want to do what's best for your fucking account. What's best for your fucking account is to hold these fucking contracts and to sell deep into the fucking money. Dude, if I'm in at the fucking lows, I'm selling deep in the fucking money. You understand? That's what I'm fucking doing. I'm in at the fucking lows. I'm selling deep in the fucking money. If I'm playing for a strong fucking close, that means I'm holding till the fucking strong close. I could scale some out into the rips, and then when it drops back down, I can add back. But at the end of the day, I want to hold a bulk of that till the fucking close. Because like I said, the strategy is to hold until the close. So if I'm playing for a strong fucking close, why the fuck would I care if I lose and it goes to zero? The most you put in is what you're willing to fucking risk. If you put in too fucking much and it goes to fucking zero, then yeah, you could blow up your fucking account. Me personally, I have enough fucking accounts to fucking burn. I could give a fuck. Dude, with what I fucking know, I want a fucking challenge, man. I'm back testing so many fucking strategies. I back tested a strategy on fucking GWAR. I'm back testing a strategy with this another fucking guy who flips 16 fucking dollars into multiple hundred fucking grand. Dude, you learn how to trade options and you learn how to master the market, you will start to realize you have all the options in the world. I'm telling you, the best fucking thing you can do in this stock market is to buy far the money option contracts. This shit has the highest risk to reward ratio. You just have to know the right strategies, when to fucking buy them, and you have to play the strategy. If the strategy is to fucking hold and sell deep in the money till the close, that's what you fucking do. If you want, you could sell into the fucking rips and add on the fucking dips. But at the end of the day, dude, for all you people saying, you know, the contract goes to zero, you put in your max risk on the trade. And if the trade says to hold till the fucking close, that's what you fucking do. And that's what you do. You make fucking bank. If you have a strategy where you're making the biggest gains, that means that you can put in the littlest amount of money into that trade. So you're taking the smallest risk possible, because your risk is if it drops to 50%, if you cut it 50, or if it goes to zero, that's your max risk on the trade. So if you're putting in 1%, 2% in your account into these cheap fucking contracts, that's what you're risking, just as any normal trader would risk. Except the difference between us and them is we are putting ourselves in trades that have the biggest potential, unlimited profit potential, that can go up 10x, it can go up 20x, it can go up 100 fucking x. This puts you in a situation where you can put in such a small amount of money and make a fucking fortune if you know how to buy far out of money option contracts and sell deep in the fucking money. So like I said, my fucking focus for 2024 in terms of the stock market is to master 0-to-8 options, buying far out of the money and selling deep into the money. The specific time that I love doing this is at power fucking hour. But me personally, I'm just the type of fucking person, man. I like to fucking take over, man. I like to start the whole fucking thing. I might do the morning strategy where I start in the morning, and then like I said, I didn't do it this morning because it wasn't at my level. When it hit my key fucking level, that's when I did it. And it was a great opportunity because contracts were so decayed. See, that's why I love buying towards power hour. It's an extremely volatile time to trade, and the contracts are extremely decayed. There's contracts on SPX that are like $30, $40, $50. They'll drop to $1, $2, and my gosh, I've been in trades where they went up over fucking $1,500. So yeah, man, there's nothing like it. There's just nothing like this, man. It's the best fucking trading strategy I've seen. It has the highest risk to reward ratio. You just have to understand how to trade and how to use the trading strategy, right? If you're going to full fucking port, then that's what you get. If you lose, you blow up your fucking account. If you win, then you can make a fucking killing, right? Me personally, if I blow up my fucking account, it's not going to fucking scratch me. With what I know within this fucking market, dude, I'm open for any fucking challenge. I can run through 20 fucking accounts and I'll figure out how to fucking flip $10 into fucking 100 grand. I'll fucking do it, dude. I'm open to any fucking challenge at this point in my fucking life, man. I'm open to a fucking challenge. One of the challenges that I'm facing right now is blowing up this fucking company, man. I'm so fucking niche. You know, I do have a little bit of a celebrity effect within my niche. There's some well-known people that fucking know me. But at the end of the day, I'm extremely fucking underpaid and not many people watch these fucking videos. So, yeah, it's just thinking of a strategy if I want to appeal to the more fucking masses. Cause dude, we got to get fucking paid. But fuck it, man. We can blow this shit in from the inside, get some people in to this, get them in, get people into Trader Society once reopens up, blow this shit up from the fucking inside and spread it like fucking wildfire. But dude, I'm just letting you guys know this YouTube shit, like, I've got to make changes because these videos don't get any fucking views. And oh my gosh, the amount of fucking trauma and backstabbing that I've been through, holy shit. You guys wouldn't even fucking believe the shit I've fucking been through. But like I said, this is what ended up making me the absolute fucking best. So it is what it fucking is. But man, the evil shit that people do, it's just truly fucking disturbing to think that there's evil out there in the fucking world. But, that's just what comes with being the fucking best. And that's just what comes with this fucking industry. You get fucking targeted when you have an organization of 8-figure, 9-figure traders and you're hitting these fucking crazy ass trades and you have people in your fucking organizations that aren't showing their fucking face. They're not showing how much fucking money they're making because wealth fucking whispers, but they show their fucking percentage gains and they alert their trades in real fucking time. It's such like, yeah, shit hits fucking different. So don't expect me to post this shit like that. You can expect from me my real-time fucking trade alerts, my real-time fucking analysis, and my education that changes fucking lives. That's what you can expect from fucking me. With that being said, I'm signing off from this video. I hope you guys have a fantastic fucking night. If you're in Trader Society, we're going to absolutely kill it tomorrow.